This movement really arose in response to that whole thing, which can be summed up in a word, which was the mantra of the late 80s and early 90s, globalization. That's why it was called the Anti-Globalisation Movement. So what happens around this period is also the Kyoto Conference, which was followed up on some earlier developments at the Rio Conference in 1992. And a part of the corporate elite decided to take another tack rather than denial, and to try to essentially hijack the climate change issue, and as a way of subverting and undermining the anti-globalization movement, and restoring faith in the corporation, restoring faith in the market, restoring faith in science, and restoring faith in technological fixes to all of our problems. So around 1997, 1998, some large corporations led by some of the giants like BP, DuPont, and others broke away from the earlier coalition really coalesced around what was called the Global Change Coalition, the deniers, to launch this other strategy. By 1998, they had formed a number of organizations together with investment bankers, Lehman Brothers, Goldman Sachs, and they coalesced in a number of, I'll call them front organizations. I won't go into all the details, but if you could refer your readers to my article called The Corporate Climate Coup, which is available online. You can just Google it. All the details are there. So a number of front organizations were set up. And over the course from around 1998 to the present, I document about 6 or 7 of those organizations. And Gore was very much a part of these organizations. And the aim was to foster the idea that global warming, and especially increase of CO2 concentration among greenhouse gases, was causing global warming, and that, again, all of the concerns of the anti-globalization movement could now or should now be abandoned. We should follow the lead of these corporations, General Electric, DuPont, the aluminum companies, the utilities companies, the oil companies like BP, like Sunoco, Suncor, Texaco. Follow their lead and also heed the alleged consensus of science, and also subsidize in every possible way through our taxes the technological fixes, whether it's be photovoltaics or biofuels or something called nuclear, and let the market, and this is the key mantra, let the market fix this through carbon trading and the like, and that will solve this crisis. But the main point was, put everything aside. This is the only thing we should be concerned about.
Do you think they were successful in co-opting grassroots movements there?
Yes, well, for a number of reasons. First of all, a lot of environmental organizations understood that this saturation with this propaganda was a bonanza for them, so that the environmental movement organizations could cash in on this, and have been cashing in on this. That is, they've been able to secure a lot more funding. They've been able to see an issue that some have been concerned about for some time now center stage, which they thought was a very positive development. And so, yes, I think that